Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle series, The School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping onto the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle Rules, which are the equivalent rule sets of the VGC 2019 season. We're on the Sun series. We are going to continue on this week with the team that we kicked off with last week, consisting of Yveltal, Solgaleo, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Abomasnow, and Raichu. So if you haven't seen any of the episodes from last week, do go back and check them out. The team performed so well last week. We had some really good matchups, and hopefully we can continue that into this week. Just to recap quickly before we go in, and I'll try to do this every Monday, so we've got this little recap so you know what we're going to be going in for the rest of the week. So we've got the Yveltal. It's going to be our speed control setter, primarily big dog type attacker as well, with knockoff, sucker punch, tailwind, protect. We've got the Solgaleo there, 3 attacking options on it: Sun, Steel Strike, Superpower, and Zen Headbutt, just to protect there with the Super Berry, 50% berry, sorry. And then the Tapu Fini, it's going to help us out with speed control again with the Icy Wind support, the Swagger support as well, which we got to play last week, Heal Pulse and Haze as well, more importantly to help us get rid of Xerneas after they've boosted, because even though we've got the Solgaleo, it's still something we need to have text against. We've got the Incineroar being the Pokemon that brought probably the least out of everything, surprisingly. In the slot, I would say we could probably switch up for something else. Maybe Arcanine in that slot is a nice option. Then we've got the Abomasnow. It is Sash. It brings the weather, the hail with it. It's a grass type as well as that ice typing. Some nice options. Also got Icy Wind as an option on there for speed control if we need it. And then Raichu, going to be our little fake out lightning rod user with Nuzzle, Assault Vest it's got on there to help it survive a bit longer, Feint, and Wild Charge as well. So all in all, the team's been doing really well. Without further ado, let's get into it. Leave your comments in the comment section below, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it, on how the team's performed this week. And I will just say, as always, if you do enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button, and make sure that you do subscribe to the channel as well, so you don't miss any of these daily episodes that we have on the channel, as well as all the other content that we have. So we're going to have probably Let's Go Eevee stuff coming out that'll be streaming over on the Twitch channel, so make sure you don't miss any of that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We have the Card Bros Cup, and getting ready for all the other stuff like the Patreon things as well. We've got Krim as our first opponent of the day, playing Kyogre, Xerneas, Tapu Lele, Incineroar, Ludicolo, and Ferrothorn. So double grass core there, one of them very good in the rain, with the Kyogre being the Ludicolo, and one very good in Trick Room to help that mode out of the team if that does get set up with the Ferrothorn. I'm not really too familiar with this QR code, but we know the basic premise. You've got the Tapu Lele there going to be utilised to help against priority attacks like Fake Out and things, to help that what you presume is going to be Scarf Kyogre perform very well. Then you've got the Xerneas there, which is, we all know what Xerneas does. The Incineroar double Fake Out as well there with the Ludicolo. Intimidate support, all the stuff going on. So what are we going to do? The Ferrothorn is the one thing that makes me want to bring Incineroar, but I guess we do have Solgaleo that is able to hit it with Superpower if we need to. If the Psychic Terrain does show up, then Solgaleo just loves that. I think we go Yveltal for sure. We probably want Fini. But I don't want to bring Fini. I think I want to bring Solgaleo up top, Fini and Abomasnow on the back. And we're probably going to forego Raichu here. Let's lock in, let's go for it. I think that will probably work, because one of the things I want to be able to do is change the terrain so I can utilize Sucker Punch with Yveltal and overwrite that Psychic Terrain. And the other thing is I need to be able to overwrite the weather as well. So Abomasnow feels like it's going to be very useful here. Like I say, we're kind of putting a bit of pressure on Solgaleo to be able to deal with the Ferrothorn if it does show up, which you would imagine it probably will. But at the same time, this is fine, because we are going to see the Tapu Lele and the Xerneas come out for my opponent, which is fine. So initially Yveltal's under a lot of pressure from both these fairy types, but we can switch that out if you want to Tapu Fini and launch an attack off with our Solgaleo at the same time. We are going to lose the Psychic Terrain, but I mean, getting rid of it helps Yveltal later on in the match. So I think what I'll do is just go for a switch to Fini, and do I go Sun Steel Strike into Xerneas? I mean, that's the one thing that can set up. So, I mean, going for that here, it's so obvious, and probably the Xerneas protects, but just in case my opponent thinks, I can be a bit sneaky and maybe get away with this because it's so obvious the protects there, then we could really make some big groundwork early on in this match. I don't really fear the Tapu Lele too much, so it is going to switch out, and we'll probably see that Xerneas protect as Incineroar comes in for that, with that fake out support going into this next turn. But the nice thing is we've got the haze here, so I mean, if we do get faked out from this Incineroar this next turn, then oh, we're not going to see it. It is just going to Geomancy in front of us. Balls deep. Balls deep. Oh man. And the Sunsteel Strike should be enough here to pick up the kill. It depends how bulky the Xerneas is. If it's a super bulky Xerneas, then it may survive, but at the same time, if it's not, then it is a QR code, so I can't imagine it being like that bulky. We are going to be able to just pick up the kill pretty easily here. I would put money on it that we do get it actually, because we're pretty offensive. And we do. Bye-bye, Xerneas. And game on the back foot now. So that gives us a nice position going into this next turn. At least we get rid of that big threat. So Solgaleo doing its job. But man, son, that was ballsy. That was ballsy. They're the plays you like to see on stream for sure, but I mean at the same time it's like risky. So the Ferrothorn going to come in now. Do we bring in Yveltal? Or do we just go for some swag plays? I mean, I kind of want to swag out the Solgaleo, and I don't really fear the Ferrothorn, so I'm going to superpower into the Incineroar. No fake outs either. Man, what is going on? Is it this guy give up already? But maybe not as well. So we get the swagger. There's the superpower. Just making sure that we pick up the knockout on this Incineroar. We'll probably see a power whip come out onto the to the thingy, but yeah. I don't know if we take this unintimidated. Yeah. But I mean, that's fine. Like, Finny's done its job. And you've got to imagine that the Kyogre's in the back. So what we'll do, we'll bring in a Abomasnow. And we can get rid of that rain straight away. Oh, no, it's Tapu Lele. Of course it's Tapu Lele. Huh. Okay. But that's fine as well. I like that. That's totally fine. Of course it's Tapu Lele, I totally forgot. Getting caught in the heat of the moment. But I mean, this is still alright, isn't it? Because we can just Blizzard, it's going to do enough to Ferrothorn, and I'm just going to Sunsteel Strike into the Lele, because we got the superpower, it's going to be enough to pick up the Ferrothorn. We've got Yveltal in the back. As soon as we get rid of the Lele, then yeah, we're just going to see a side shot into Abomasnow. It'll probably take us down to not even that. There's a Sunsteel Strike. Doesn't take the Abomasnow down to the Sash. We'll be able to get a single target. Blizzard off onto this Ferrothorn, which should put it more than in range for a superpower to pick it up. Ooh, we're not. We're going to see a Sash on the Lele. Very interesting. Blizzard will be enough though to pick this up. We'll do a little bit of damage to the Ferrothorn. Not bad. And then the superpower will be there to pick up the knockout this next turn. There's Leech Seed. Just trying to salvage some sort of game, I guess, from here. But I mean, we just switch out Blizzard now to reset these Leech Seeds, because they're going to be a bit annoying with the recovery there. So I'm just going to get Yveltal in on that Solgaleo slot and just Blizzard, and hopefully the Abomasnow goes down this turn. If not, then we get another Blizzard off the next turn, and the more Blizzards we throw out, the more chance there is to pick up a nasty freeze. So that's what we'll do, but I think we're going to be alright to close this one up, guys. We've got both our restrictors left, and again, Abomasnow putting in lots of work for us, hasn't it? It's doing a lot of work. Tapu Fini did well in this game. There's the protect from the Incineroar. There's the Blizzard, but a knockoff. I think a knockoff now and a Blizzard's probably enough to deal with this Ferrothorn. To be honest, I'm going to see a little bit more leftovers recovery, and of course we've got the Solgaleo in the back with that superpower that it can utilise coming in this next turn. So there is the knockoff, there is the Blizzard, and we should be able to close this one up pretty comfortably. So good game to my man Crim, and you've got to take your hat off to him. Ballsy for going for those big plays in front of a Solgaleo with that Xerneas. And I mean, in some cases you think, yeah, you over predict there and you get caught out. get caught with your pants down, and it's all too easy to get caught up in that, especially in a best of one situation. So you need to be very careful and just make sure that you are using that risk versus reward kind of scenario with the Blizzard there. The Bombers not being able to close this one up, so we are going to say excellent, good game to my opponent and the team, coming off with a nice win to kick us off for this week's episode. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on the team, on today's episode, and anything else, and I will look forward to reading them and getting back to you all as soon as possible. So thank you guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Take care, have a great day, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you for the next episode of School of Hard Knocks very soon. So until then, take care and bye bye.